Chess is a great game. It's war on a board. I've always been fascinated about how simple yet complex and strategic the game of chess is. I mean, there's literally only 64 squares, yet there are trillions upon trillions of different possibilities that each game can take, and you never really played the same game twice. And I know that's a fact because I've been playing chess for the better part of about 3 years, and I still suck at it. Now, don't get me wrong, I've picked up a few tips and tricks along the way, and I've watched over 1,000 Magnus Carlsen games, yet I'm not Magnus Carlsen, and I still blunder my queen every other game. Right now, I'm sitting at a rapid rating of about 1440, and I've been stuck here for months and months on end, and I'm sick and tired of it. Therefore, I'm challenging myself for the next week to play chess every single day and see if I can finally break through the barrier that's been holding me back. So let's set some ground rules on how this next week is going to go. Number 1, I'm going to do every single one of the free puzzles that are available to me. No, I don't pay like $15 a month for Chess Diamond membership. So I think I get 3 free puzzles and the free daily puzzle for a total of 4 puzzles that I will complete every single day. Second, I will play 5 10-minute rapid games every single day, and then I'll analyze one of them because chess.com gives you a free game review feature once every single day, so I'll use that on one of my games. And 3, I'll show you guys the good, the bad, and most likely the ugly of me trying to improve my chess game. So without further ado, let's get into day 1. Woohoo! Good start. Let's go. Let's go. That's 2-0, baby. 2-0. That's 3. Come back, team. Let's go. All right, last game. See if we can go perfect. Wow. Wow.
Hero time.
Hello, everybody.
Hello there.
Welcome to the game review. This is the 4th game of day 1 that we're going to be showing here. I thought it was a pretty nice game. Chess.com gave me like an 1850 game rating for this one. So let's check it out. Let's see what I did right. Let's see what I did wrong. Probably a lot. Let's get into the game. Alrighty, so I have the white pieces. I open with d4 as I always do. d5, so we get an actual queen's gambit. Queen's gambit declined, standard, very standard. Against this move here, I always play queen c2, but apparently the engine likes queen a4, but that's okay. Plays here, I take in the middle. Apparently that's wrong. Apparently that's wrong. It wanted me to just kick out the knight. Okay, take. Okay, he plays a great move. Congratulations to him. All right, I play this move, bishop b5 check. Blocks with the knight. I take, damage the pawn, isolate this pawn. Develop the knight. Brings the queen out. I attack it. Best move with the rook. He sidesteps it, stops me from castling. Best move. I block that. Gives me a check. Block with the bishop, and I reattack his queen. I brings the queen back. Finally castle the safety. He castles, bring the knight to the center, and he advances, which is a mistake. That pawn does pawn f5, not what you're supposed to play, pawn a5. This is the part of the game where it gets tough. The middle game where you kind of have to start thinking on your own and coming up with ideas. So I play rook b2. Not a good move. Wants me to bring the knight back and attack the bishop. Okay, he advances the pawn. Best move. Now I bring the knight back and attack the bishop, but now it's too late. Brings the bishop back. That's a mistake. Because I can attack the bishop again. He brings it back. I double up rooks. Okay, bring the knight back. It does not like that. It really wants me to play this move here. So because it wants me to go here. So let's say he plays a6. He wants me to go rook b6 and put pressure here. So, all right, good to know for next time. I bring the knight back. And this is a big blunder because yoo-hoo, buddy, your rook's right there, okay? Which, of course, he doesn't miss, okay? So now we're behind, okay? Now we're down the exchange. I take back on b2. And now we got to come back. So I've been in this position before. I can come back. I know I can. And let's see what happens. Bring the knight to the middle. Trade rooks. He gets some breathing room for his king. Best move. Some pieces. Now he's kind of overextending, which kind of surprised me because when you're out material, you kind of just want your king safe and you want to just trade pieces, which is what I would have done. But apparently he wants to go for the neck. And let's see how that works out for him. I stop his pawn advancement. He goes anyway. Take. And then I missed this because it wanted me to go knight. Knight takes c6 because that's a hanging pawn. And then he would have went e3. And now it wants me to go f3. And when he puts the rook behind the passed pawn, I just blockade it. Okay. And he really doesn't have much forward momentum there. Okay, but so I take, I miss, I give him a check. And then I bring my bishop back to, because this pawn was hanging. If that pawn falls, and the knight's hanging, yeah, it's a big shit show. So I had to bring my bishop back. Now I take the free pawn. He advances, trying to open up my king. I takes back with the bishop. I bring my knight back. And now he attacks my queen here, defended by his queen. Don't forget that. I bring my queen back, pin this pawn to the king. He moves the king here. Big mistake. Do you guys see why that's a big mistake? Because I actually found this one. King and queen on the same diagonal. Bishop d2. Goodbye, queen. And that's how you come back in chess. He tries to stop it by playing this crazy move, e3. That's not going to help you, buddy. Bishop takes e3. That queen's bye-bye. And queens come off the board. And he resigns. So that was my 4th win in a row on the way to a perfect 5-0 score on day 1. So if that's anything to go off of, this is going to be a great 7-day series. But thanks for tuning in for this little game review. And catch you guys in day 2. Okay, so it's day 2 of the challenge, and I'm not going to lie, I probably couldn't have had a better start to day 1 if I would have tried. After 5 games of playing, I am 5-0. Let's go! After last night's amazing performance, my rating in 10-minute rapid is now 1488, which is getting very close to that monumental 1500 mark. Depending on which game I showed you guys, with white, I'm a d4 player, mainly focused on the queen's gambit if my opponent allows it. And with black, I just kind of react to whatever they do. If they play e4, I've just started playing the Caro Kann, and I'm kind of liking that so far. I'm testing it out. Otherwise, it's just kind of respond. I'm not huge into chess yet, so I don't know every single opening and how to respond to every single thing yet. But we're working on that, and it's going to start here with day 2. I think we got some puzzles and games to get to, so let's get on into it. Alrighty, let's do it. Cheers. Okay, welcome to day 3 of my 7-day chess challenge. That was the best start I could have possibly asked for. 10 games, 10 wins. No big deal. But today's a new day, so let's get into the games and let's see if we can continue this streak moving forward. Alrighty, time for another game review. This one's on a little bit more of a somber note. This will be our first loss of the series. Came on game 11. We went 10-0 through the first 2 days, and then the first game of day 3, we ended up losing. And it was kind of a tragic way to lose, but you'll guys see when we get into the game. Alrighty, here we go. I have the white pieces, and of course, I open with d4, d5, and we get this, I think it's called the Alpin variation. No, Albin counter gambit of the Queen's Gambit. That's what it's called. So I take book move. I know this. He wedges the pawn in there. I attack it. He attacks it. Apparently, I have no idea what I'm doing anymore, though, because I defend with the bishop. It does not like that. Okay, brings a bishop out. I play this move e4. Captures en passant because it's forced. If anybody who plays chess would know that. I trade queens and take back the pawn. He gives me this check. I block with the knight. We both develop some pieces. Castle. He takes the pawn back in the center. We trade knights. And I jump my knight up here looking to take on c7. And so he stops that, but it doesn't stop my knight from going to c7. Moves the king, stop him castling, and I take the bishop. So great move from me. Good job, Kian. Now his king's all the way out at e6. I'm feeling nice. I don't know that I have a 1.2 advantage, but it kind of feels that way. I bring my rook out. It does not like that. It wants me to just get rid of this pawn. So let's see what happens. So I go here. He has to come back to, or he goes into d2. Then there's a free pawn there. All right, and the game should have continued kind of like this. And now I advanced that past pawn. Okay. So that didn't happen. I take that. I bring my rook out here. We play some waiting moves. I defend my pawn on c4. He lashes out. I knock his knight back. I put my bishop on b6, attack his rook. Brings the rook up. I attack it again. Best move, c5. He brings that in. And I should have played bishop captures on c4. No, bishop c4 check is what I should have played. So what happens if I would have played this? You would have play king f6, and then it wanted me to play rook e1 and cut the king off. And now my advantage is very nice. Okay. Well, what would have happened here? You would have had to strike up, play rook here check, and I pin that. And we would play a very nice game with me having all of the pressure. Okay. Well, that didn't happen. He brings his rook to d2. Bring my bishop over here, and I lose all of my advantage. Unfortunately, we trade rooks, and I defend my pawn on f4. He brings his rook to the party. I attack the bishop, gives me a check, forces the rook trade, and I attack the bishop with my king, try to get an active king in the endgame. He brings his bishop back, getting the king very active, playing some good moves here. Again, this move h3, I'm proud of this move. A nice waiting move, kind of stopping him from advancing pawns on this side. Saying, what are you going to do? He gives me a check with the knight. I go back. Kind of wanted me to go here, but king ends up on f3 anyway. Brings the bishop back. I advance. He advances, and now I get my king in the game. And I should have an advantage here. I don't have an advantage here, but really only I'm calling the shots because I've got a more active king. And as you can see, almost all of my pawns on light squares, and he has a dark square bishop. So I give him a check from the back. King there, great move. Playing best moves here in the endgame. Now he has the pawn getting very close, but my king's always in the square, and so I'm not too worried. But now he's got a pawn on f2, which is kind of scary. But we're still playing some good moves here. Kind of just waiting. This is a dead draw. I probably could have offered a draw here, and he would have taken it. Maybe not. Who knows? Now he gets his king very close. And bishop to a5 blunders the game on the spot. I cannot allow the king to get in here. That's game over. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was trying to do, honestly. Maybe trying to come to d2. But I know I can't allow him in here because there's no way for me to defend that pawn. And as soon as that pawn falls, that pawn falls. And then these two connected pass pawns over here on the king side is just GG's. And that's what he does. We trade pawns here, but he's got a force mate in 32. So, yeah, I can't stop that from promoting because I have a dark square bishop. I know it. He knows it. Everybody knows it. Queen f1 check. And it's only a matter of time, but I played it out anyway because something that I haven't mentioned is look at his time. Look at this time. Look at this. He played the past 15 moves in 5 seconds. I mean, look at this. Instantly. And so I'm just trying to flag him. But I mean, look at this. He's playing them instantly. He's pre-moving every move. It's unbelievable. And he plays this endgame very clean. And with 5 seconds left on the clock, 3, and that is checkmate. Unfortunate that I couldn't hold on in an equal endgame to win on time. He ends up getting the win with 3 seconds left on the clock, which is a brutal, brutal way to lose the first game of the season. And yeah, but these things happen. So can't be perfect. We learned from it, and we ended up winning the next game. So thanks for tuning in.
Alrighty, we're on to day 4. Yesterday wasn't our greatest effort. We ended up losing our first 2 games of the series, but we still managed to win 3 of them, and so our rating's still climbing up. Right now we're sitting at 1535, which is my highest rating ever achieved in 10-minute rapid games, so I'm super pumped about that, but we got more chess to play, so let's get on into it. Okay, we're back. Day 4 didn't really go how I wanted it to. We had 3 losses right in a row, which kind of tanked the elo a little bit. Not an ideal day, but what do? You win some, you lose some. But the sun rises on a new day, and right now we're sitting at 1525 after our worst day yet. So let's get back, let's get at them, and let's go win a couple chess games. Let's go. Day 6, here we are. Yesterday was a little bit better than day 5. We got 3 wins with only 2 losses. I'm starting to think that we've kind of hit our peak level. of where we're kind of at. So the competition's getting better. So I guess we have to get better as well. Let's go win some chess games. Let's go. Alrighty guys, it all comes down to this. Day 7 of the 7-day challenge, more like game 7 of a 7-game series. This is where champions are made. During the past week, I actually achieved my highest 10-minute rapid rating of all time at 1546. And with yesterday's 3 wins and 2 losses, currently I am at 1537, within just 1 game of my new all-time record. With only 5 games left to play, will I crash and burn miserably, or will I achieve my new personal record? I'm hoping for the latter, but I'll let the chess speak for itself. Okay, let's go. Holy crap, that's 5-5. Let's go.
Hero time!
Alrighty, in this game review, we're going to be taking a look at the very last game that I played throughout this challenge. It was against Magnus the Magnificent, and he was 1538 at the time, and the game went pretty well, so let's get into it. Alrighty, so game started. I had the black pieces. He opened with e4. I responded with c6, Karo Khan. He goes d4, standard Karo Khan. And then he does this move, which I'm pretty sure is called the fantasy variation of the Karo Khan. And I have never faced it before, so this was interesting. I responded with e6, which apparently is good. Okay, all standard stuff. Doesn't like that bishop move. Wants me to play for c5 right away. Makes sense. Castle. I got a slight disadvantage in the early game, but that's okay. Come back before, we can do it again. I've had to play this move c5, which is the best move. Wants me to take in the middle. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right, he makes a slight inaccuracy there by playing f4. I capture back. Okay, it wants me to take the free pawn. The reason I didn't was because I was scared of this move. Here, let's go. I was scared of going knight takes, bishop takes, here and here. But apparently I'm winning with c5. Oh, because I win the queen. Yeah, okay, so I didn't see that. Good to know. I'll know that for next time. But, okay, well, we didn't do that. So let's go back to what I did do. Here, I play this move f6, trying to fight back against the big center, which is pretty principled, but apparently it's a miss. Chess.com really hates everything that I do. Okay. Now I take back in the middle. He finally plays this move. That's a great move. Nice job, Kian. Okay. Here I play bishop c5, put the for a discover attack on the king. Okay, he moves the king out of the way. Take back in the center, best move. Take the rook. When this file opens up here, the rook sees rook. Okay, and then I take back in the middle. Apparently not very good. All right, then I totally didn't see this move here. I did not see him here putting a discovery on my king because I can't even move the king because the bishop covers this square. So I was a little worried at this part of the game, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, so I bring my queen out. Great move. Nice. Now he slows down because he's got to bring his pieces out. Here's something that I thought was really good this game. I mean, look at my pieces. I'm super active here in the middle, and look at all his pieces are in the back row. All he has is a bishop that, although is like this bishop-queen combo here, staring at my kings, very effective, but I have no pieces on light squares. I don't, like, my light square bishop is the only piece on a light square, and it's defended by my rook. So really nothing he can do with this discovery. That's why it wasn't too bad, and as you can see, the computer gives me almost a 2-point advantage. Okay, so, and here I block with the queen, basically forcing him to make a queen trade, which I enjoy. And then he brings the bishop back. I mean, look at this. You can't play chess like this. Don't play chess like this. Okay, then I slow down, and basically I know at this point, even though material is pretty much equal, or is it equal? I can't even tell. Anyways, pretty much equal, or no, I'm up by 1 pawn. But I basically know I have this game in the bag, so I'm just like, yep, trade pieces, even though that's not the best move. Whatever, bring the rook, because that is checkmate. He defends checkmate, of course. Bring my knight in, attack the king. Give a check. Pin the knight to the king. He goes here. I take the free piece. This guy's scrambling at this point. I got him to the ropes. All right, simple, simple, simple. He takes a pawn. That, again, is checkmate. So he defends. And now I've got a mate in 22. Do you guys spot the mate in 22? Because I don't. Okay. Because that's not it. All right, he attacks my rook. That, again, is checkmate, which, of course, he defends. I go here, got a mate in 11. It gives me a check. Apparently, moving the king there is not very good. I was supposed to go king g7. Okay. He goes here, and easy mate in 1. Everybody sees it, right? Everybody except for me, because I take the free bishop. But when he moves the thing there, I take the free pawn. And, yeah. And he resigns in this position because he is down 2 bishops. And we take down a 1538 player to get our rating up to 1575. It was a pretty good game. Obviously, a lot to learn from. Try not missing the checkmate in 1. That'd be a good place to start. But other than that, I mean, he had 7 seconds on the clock anyway, so it's not like I was going to ever lose this game. So, well done with the challenge. This was fun, but hope you guys enjoyed this little review, and I'll catch you in the next part.
Well, if that wasn't just the perfect way to end this challenge, our last 5 games, we get 5 wins in a row. And honestly, if I wasn't the one playing the games, I would have thought this video was scripted. But I definitely just played my best chess of the entire week. And I feel like it all culminated up to this moment where I just absolutely dominated, and I feel great. So after starting this last week at an ELO of 1444, we are now sitting at 1575, which is my highest ELO ever achieved on chess.com. And we are monumentally close to 1600, which has been a goal of mine for the longest time. And even though this challenge has come to an end, my chess career hasn't. It's actually only beginning. And I'll keep you guys updated with how I do in the future. Hopefully I surpass 1600 and 1700 even, and get to that 2000 mark, which is my end all be all. But only time will tell if I get there. But this is going to do it for this video. Maybe I'll do another one in the future, but who knows. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for taking your time out of your day to come check my channel out. Really appreciate it. If you guys liked it, think I deserve it, maybe leave a like down below, maybe even subscribe to the channel. I don't know, could be fun. But without further ado, thanks guys for watching. Have a good day, and get out of here.